Yeah, like it or not, there's a lot of things that influence teenagers that aren't the parents. As they start doing more things in school or other activities or working jobs or meeting other people, there's a lot of other influences on the kids besides just the parents. Some of the kids are going to share with the parents and some they're not. And I think more and more as they become more independent, which is a goal of being an adolescent, you become independent, they're going to share less and less with you. So you have to be a little bit more wary about sort of signs and symptoms of some of these issues, some of these substance use issues, and intervene when you see them. Virtually all kids are going to, at some point in time, be put in a situation where they're going to be exposed to drugs or alcohol, and maybe encouraged to use, maybe being part of it, maybe not. And I think you can talk through it, what their response might be. Role playing is another good way to do that. You can also use newspaper articles or experiences of other of their friends to sort of talk through what they did, what other people did, and what was the good decisions that they made and what were the bad decisions they made in going through a process. So use what's going on around you, whatever the current events are, or either in your family or your community or maybe even nationally, whatever the current events are, sort of talk it through. Yeah, I think role-playing is a good tool, that might work for some families, might not work for other families, but it's a good tool, for parents to use around the dinner table or when the conversation comes up and you read a story in the paper about, a kid that's in your community that got in trouble for a DUI or something. You can bring up the story and say, so I wonder how he got this DUI, I wonder if he was at a party, can we practice about what you might do if you were at a party and you had the opportunity to have alcohol? How might you say no? How might you sort of manage that social situation, in a way that's comfortable for your friends and you? Role-playing is a great idea. You don't even have to do it with the parent and the kid. You could, if you have 2 children or 3 children, you can have them do it together between each other, too. So I think role-playing is one tool. It's not the only tool, and if your family isn't comfortable with it, that's fine too, but I think it's a tool that could be really well used with some families. Well, I think if another authority figure is encouraging them to use drugs or alcohol, first of all, you have to know who that authority figure is and why do they have authority, over your kid. If that's happening, I think you probably want to sort of intervene there and make sure they no longer have authority over your kid, because that's not, an authority figure I think that you want in order to have a healthy kid. If it's something that a parent has condoned somehow, then I think you need to backtrack a little bit and figure out what you are doing and figure out how to get the kid out of that situation, because it's hard enough to negotiate and figure your way through adolescence with all the conflicting feelings going on inside yourself. If they're having conflicting messages from your parents, that even makes it even harder. So.